This chapter is about first contact, not the inspection itself, but everything that happens before the inspection ever begins. Most shops believe the digital vehicle inspection, the DVI, starts when the technician opens the hood. That belief is wrong. In a Champion shop, the system starts earlier. For the advisor, it starts the moment the customer pulls into the parking lot or the moment the phone is answered. For the technician, it starts the moment the repair order hits the screen and the DVI template is assigned. What happens in the first 5 minutes determines whether the rest of the visit feels smooth or chaotic. Customers cannot judge your technical process. They do not know how inspections are structured or how long diagnostics take. What they judge instead is how the experience feels: calm or rushed, organized or scattered, intentional or reactive. Those first impressions are not neutral, they are deposits. Every clear explanation, every calm interaction, every moment of structure deposits trust into the customer's emotional bank account. The DVI presentation is the first withdrawal. If you try to withdraw before you've made deposits, customers resist. They feel surprised. They feel pressure. They question the recommendations, even when they are correct. This is where most shops fail. They rush intake. They capture vague concerns. They delay creating the repair order. They wait to launch the DVI template. Cars sit in limbo. Advisors feel buried. Technicians guess. Customers wait in silence. Champion shops do not allow limbo. The Champion standard is simple: clarity first, action immediately. For advisors, that means capturing the concern in the customer's own words, setting expectations for time and money, and launching the repair order and DVI template immediately. For technicians, that means reading the concern, knowing the clock, confirming the correct template, and starting the DVI immediately, not after finishing something else. This is not about speed. It is about control. When intake is clear and the template is launched immediately, the system stays on track. When intake is weak or delayed, the rest of the process struggles to recover. Good shops try to fix problems later. Champion shops prevent problems in the first 5 minutes. Good shops focus on the inspection. Champion shops focus on the setup that makes the inspection effective. This chapter exists to establish one non-negotiable truth. The digital vehicle inspection only works when the first 5 minutes are handled with discipline. That discipline is what separates quality from chaos.
For the technician, first contact does not happen at the counter. It happens on the screen. The moment a repair order and DVI template are assigned, the clock starts. Before you touch the vehicle, there are 3 things you must know: what the customer is concerned about, what clock you are on, what template you are using. If any one of those is unclear, the inspection is already compromised. The first step is reading the repair order carefully in the customer's words, not your interpretation, not a shortcut. Their words tell you what they care about and what must be addressed early. If the customer concern is not addressed, the inspection will feel wrong to them, even if everything else is thorough. Next, you must know the clock. Is this a waiting customer or a drop-off? A waiting customer has a 20-minute DVI target. A drop-off customer has a 30-minute DVI target once started. If you do not know the clock, you cannot manage your pace, and the advisor cannot keep their promise. Then you confirm the correct DVI template. Wrong template means missing sections. Missing sections mean gaps. Gaps mean a weak inspection that the advisor cannot confidently present. Once those 3 things are clear, the next rule is non-negotiable. Start immediately. Do not let the car sit while you finish something else. Do not wait for a better time. Once the vehicle is in your bay and the DVI is assigned, you begin. Every minute of delay puts the advisor behind and leaves the customer waiting without information. As you inspect, you upload in real time. Inspect, measure, photograph, enter. Do not batch everything at the end. Early uploads give the advisor usable information in the first 5 to 10 minutes. Dash lights, filters, battery tests, those early items allow the advisor to start building the estimate and the story while you continue inspecting. Address the customer concern early whenever possible. Verify it if present. Document clearly if it is not. One clean line that explains what was tested and what was found. That single line often determines whether the customer feels heard or ignored. A strong DVI launch looks like this: clear concern, known clock, correct template, immediate start, real-time uploads. A weak launch looks like this: vague concern, unknown clock, delayed start, end of job uploads. Advisor sitting blind. Your discipline in the first 5 minutes determines whether the advisor can do their job calmly or has to recover later. This is not about rushing. It is about starting right.
As a customer, I decide how I feel about a shop very quickly. I notice whether someone listens to what I say. I notice whether the process is explained clearly. I notice whether things start moving right away or if it feels like my car disappears into a black hole. When the first few minutes are organized, I feel calm. When they're rushed or unclear, I start worrying before anything is even found. What I appreciate most is knowing what's going to happen next, how long it will take, what I'm paying for upfront, when I'll hear back. When a shop explains that they're doing a digital vehicle inspection, and then I'll get photos, measurements, and a clear breakdown, it sets the expectation early. There are no surprises later. I can tell when a team is working together. When updates come on time and the inspection feels organized, I trust the results more. I don't feel sold when the process is clear. I feel respected. The best experiences are when the shop clearly has a system, not when they sound confident, but when they act prepared. That preparation in the first few minutes makes everything else easier to trust.